Welcome to Cyber Defense, a tech deck game intro video. In the digital age, we have a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips. The digital bounty of the internet lets us share, explore, buy, and coordinate like never before. However, digital perils also threaten us. Cyber attacks are launched every minute against our citizenry. And there have been sophisticated cyber defenses against these cyber attacks, the most common of which are perhaps the phishing attack, where a hacker tries to fish for information, a man-in-the-middle attack, where a hacker inserts themselves into a connection, and a distributed denial of service or DDoS attack, where bots attack relentlessly a server, overwhelming it. Cyber defense is an area control game, and in this genre of games, players vie for spaces or areas through attacks, strength, or presence. Players use resources or forces that can be mustered into an area to try to gain dominance in the zone. And often, multiple players can occupy the same space, and controlling a space grants a player advantages. There have been many examples of area control games, such as Royals, Elgrand, Ethnos, City of Spies, and Elgrand is one of the grandfathers of the area control genre, where players vie for control of different provinces in the newly unified Spain. Cyber defense is based on a game theory game called Kernel Blotto, where players vie for areas and distribute resources over several battlefields. Players who devote the most resources to the battlefields wins that battlefield to gain its payoffs. It was first proposed in 1921 by Emil Borel and studied after the Second World War and is now a classic in game theory. It's also been used in a number of other applications, such as political strategy, network defense, and R&D patent races. Cyber defense gameplay. Cyber defense thematically explores concepts in cybersecurity. Modern computer systems are vulnerable to cyber attacks, and there's a constant vigil to keep computer systems safe against cyber intrusion through cybersecurity measures. Common types of cyber attacks include phishing, man-in-the-middle, and distributed denial of service attacks. In cyber defense, one player plays as the hacker and the other players as the defender. The objective of the game is for the hacker to try to deduce the defender's password, and the objective of the defender is to try to protect their password. The game ends after 3 rounds, or if the hacker has cracked the defender's password. The hacker wins if he's successfully cracked the defender's password, otherwise the defender wins. Here we see how the game is set up. There are 3 battlegrounds: phishing, man-in-the-middle, and DDoS battlegrounds. Players can mark these regions with blank pieces of paper or playing cards. A draw deck is created by expelling the wild cards, shuffling the remaining cards to form a draw deck. There's a discard pile next to the draw deck, and it starts empty. Each player is then dealt 10 cards drawn from the draw deck. Roles are randomly determined. One player is the hacker, who's the starting player, and the other player is the defender. Then the password area will contain 6 face-down cards in a row in the defender's password area, and the defender may look at these at any time. 2 cards are dealt up face up for each player in the man-in-the-middle battleground, and after that, the game is ready to start. The game is played in 3 rounds in a series of steps. First, players develop battlegrounds, then card effects can be used, then battlegrounds are resolved, and they prepare for the next round. To develop battlegrounds, cards played into the fish battleground are played face down. Each battleground must have at least 1 card played to it. Additional cards can be played to the man-in-the-middle battleground are played face up, and you can use 2 card effects from your man-in-the-middle battleground each turn. Cards played to the DDoS battleground are played face down, and each battleground can hold any number of cards. Next, battlegrounds are resolved. To resolve the fish battleground, the highest single card wins the fish battleground. So here, in this example, we see the hacker has a 13 of technology, the defender has a 10 of science, and so the hacker would win that battleground. In the man-in-the-middle battleground, the sum value of all of the cards for that player are added up, and then the 2 sums are compared against each other, and the highest sum wins the man-in-the-middle battleground. So the hacker has a sum of 7 plus 7 plus 11, which is 25. Here, the defender has a sum of 12 plus 6 plus 10, which is 28. And so the defender would win the men in the battleground in this example. For the DDoS battleground, the most number of lowest pair-off comparisons wins the DDoS battleground. Players order their cards from lowest to highest, and then each pair of cards are compared to each other. So in this case, the 2 of knowledge is compared against the 3 of science, the 2 of technology against the 4 of service. No card is compared to the 6 of technology. Here, the hacker wins 2 of these comparison pair-offs, and the defender wins 1, and so the hacker would win the DDoS battleground. When you win battlegrounds, there are rewards that are given where password digits can be upgraded or locked, and the hacker gets guesses. So in resolving battlegrounds, the hacker will be able to guess guesses. And here we see some examples of that where a password digit has been upgraded by the defender, and here the hacker would have to guess both a value and suit in order to unlock that, reveal that digit. For the second digit here, the hacker guesses a 13 on the second password card. The defender responds with none, meaning that there's no 13s in the password, and so that card is left untouched. In a different guess, the hacker guesses 3 on the third card. The defender says 2, meaning that there's 2 3s in the password, but they're not in the third position, and so the defender would turn that card sideways. In a different guess, the hacker guesses 2 on the fifth card. The defender says 1, meaning there is 1 2 in the password, and it happens to be the fifth card, and so the defender would reveal that card. And the rightmost password card has been locked and can't be upgraded by the defender. Then players prepare for the next round, and first they would take all the cards for the password, and except for the password cards together, and then would create a new draw deck for the next round. Each player is dealt 10 new cards, and 2 cards are dealt face up for each player in the man in the middle battleground. The game ends after 3 rounds, and if the game hasn't ended, then the first player alternates. The tech deck intro and tech deck concepts. The tech deck modernizes classic playing cards, bringing them into the 21st century. You can use it for any classic card game. Unique card game effects create interesting interactions and provide replayability. It's versatile. The small form factor is easy to carry wherever you are, whomever you're with, and whenever you like, you can enjoy gaming. Games that are long and short, casual and serious. The tech deck is a game platform that you can play many games with. It'll appeal to many different audiences, speaking to hardcore gamers, non-gamers, party settings, and family settings. Cyber Defense is the 17th game to join the tech deck family of games. The first was Tech Grid Poker, a 2-dimensional poker with card abilities. Tech City, or City of Cards, is a semi-cooperative tile-laying genre game. Tech Exchange explores the real-time genre of game where players exchange cards representing stocks. Tech Chess is a chess variant where the cards represent chess pieces that can be upgraded and built. Gears of Industry explores the personalized genre of gaming, and it's a head-to-head game. Elevator Pitch is a creative party game and idea generation tool. Cardle is a deduction and puzzle game. It's head-to-head code breaking. Chronological is an educational genre game. It's history-based family and party game. Peer-to-peer explores 2 genres of gaming, the cooperative genre of gaming, as well as the deck building genre of gaming. Cardoku is head-to-head Sudoku. It's a head-to-head puzzle solving. Newsworthy has the players search the internet as a source of conversation. Card Barrage is both a dexterity-based game and a tower defense game. Prisoner's Trilemma is game theory in action, where game theory payout matrices are used as players explore trilemmas. Tricks of the Trade is a trick-taking game incorporating negotiation and trading. Host a Heist Dinner Party is a dinner party genre game where players plan a heist and crack a safe. In Paradoxical, players race to find a Parando's paradox. It's another game theory-based game. And of course, Cyber Defense, which is a cybersecurity themed area control puzzle game. So thank you for watching this introduction video to Cyber Defense. Be sure to check out on my YouTube channel and my homepage for other rules and resources for the other tech deck games. Thank you and have a great day.